In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how we install a modern gas fireplace in an existing home from beginning to end. Instead of just jumping straight to the pretty results, you're going to get a behind the scenes look of how it's done, step by step, in a home that's never had a gas fireplace before. We're installing a Napoleon Vector 74-inch linear gas fireplace. This video is not sponsored by Napoleon, and we regularly install many other brands, but I understand why this unit is so popular. The Vector is a powerhouse of technology. It's got the Napoleon eFire app where you have a full spectrum color wheel to change the LED Ember bed to match the mood in the room. If you don't have your phone handy, it has a handheld remote that's fully backlit, very intuitive and easy to use. The Napoleon Vector also has a lot of great media options available, from traditional logs and stones to modern fire art and crushed glass, and you can even mix and match them for a custom look. When we're designing around a massive 6-foot linear fireplace like this Napoleon Vector, most homeowners worry about two things. First, how they're going to mount their TV right above it without damaging it. And second, they want a slim architectural profile off the wall so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Our client in Gold Canyon, Arizona was no different on this job. He wanted the big fire experience, but specifically wanted the build out to be under 18 inches deep off the wall. Accomplishing that with a fireplace this size is not an easy task, but as an NFI Certified Hearth Designer, we don't guess, we engineer the solution. Let's jump into the steps of installing a modern gas fireplace in a home that's never had one before. Step one is the design. After choosing the fireplace that meets your aesthetic and your budget, we consider things like TV placement, sound bars, audio-visual wiring, electrical needs, mantles, finished materials, and colors. From there, we create a mock-up or some renderings. In this rendering, we incorporated the client's choice of stone surround, the wraparound mantle, and wood finishes. Our client was still debating between slatted wood panels, like in the example here, or a flush premium Baltic birch wood finish. After our rendering, we move on to step two, and that's the plan. As you can see by this CAD drawing, precision is critical. Making sure all the clearances are met, everything is installed to code, and all manufacturer specifications are followed to the letter makes the difference between a safe install that will stand the test of time and a fire hazard. We spend as many hours off-site planning as we do on-site building. When you're starting fires inside a home on purpose, you have to know what you're doing, and you need to pre-plan the entire project from start to finish before ever picking up a hammer. Now we move on to our next step, the frame itself. To hit that 18-inch depth, we built a 2-piece custom steel frame that won't ever warp or move. Steel tubing is Class A fire rated, and it's non-combustible, so it's a no-brainer for an installation in an existing home, especially one where the clearances and tolerances are so tight, like this job. The 2-piece frame solves a few issues. It's built off-site, which speeds up the installation and makes things more convenient with less noise and mess for the client and their neighbors. It also makes it easier to get a frame this large inside. In this case, we chose to finish off the top of the frame in wood to account for the angles of the vaulted ceiling. This solved a major design hurdle, and that was placement of the ducted heat management system, which reduces the heat on the TV and allows for these tighter clearances. The manufacturer usually requires these to sit right at the ceiling, the vents for them, but our client wanted them lower for a cleaner aesthetic. So we built the internal chase to the full height required for thermal safety, and then we engineered an internal deck to drop the vents to the customer's preferred height. In doing so, we met the safety specs and the design goals simultaneously. In this particular job, the homeowner had propane, so our next step was converting a natural gas fireplace to propane. If you have propane, you need to order and install an LP conversion kit. The Napoleon Vector conversion kit requires changing multiple components, including the burner itself. After we change that, we move on to the venting and installing the flue. Installing flue vents for a gas fireplace requires a lot of knowledge and experience. Each manufacturer specifies the brand and type of pipe that can be used, how many turns and bends it can have in it, how it must be connected, supported, and sealed, even the type of roof termination allowed. What materials are allowed and component selection are all based on the application, and they must not only meet all local codes, but satisfy the manufacturer requirements. The next step is roof prep and chimney installation. Understanding roof systems and the requirements for resealing a roof after cutting a hole in a chimney is critical. Done improperly, you're going to have a lot more to be concerned about than your fireplace not working properly. As I mentioned, in this particular case, we installed the ducted heat management kit. In the last decade or so, the trend has moved to these larger linear gas fireplaces and media walls, and installing huge TVs and sound bars above the fireplace is one of the most popular designs in the hearth industry. And the name of the game now is how low can you go? So they don't feel like they're sitting in the front row at the movies, which is understandable. But that also means that we have to figure out a way to move that heat coming off the top, the front, the sides of that fireplace somewhere else, especially with these very large fireplaces, like a 6-foot linear fireplace. Enter systems like Napoleon's ducted heat management system. The two ducts that you see on the sides here of the flue are designed to take that heat and push it up and out. They work as designed, and they really do allow for tighter clearances like this client wanted. After we've installed those, we move on to our safety measures. We're installing a safety that will shut off the fireplace if the heat builds up beyond a desirable level. It's just another safety system that we in the hearth industry utilize to keep everyone safe when we're installing a fireplace of this size in an existing home. After that, we move on to installing the gas and the electric so we can do a test fire. Well, for installing any substrate or finished materials, now is the time to test the equipment. We got to check our flames and burners, our LED lights, our gas valve, and our safeties, because the last thing you want to do is wait until everything is covered up before discovering that your new fireplace has an issue. Once we've confirmed proper operations, we install our substrate. A substrate is basically whatever you're attaching your finishes to. So in this case, we used a mix of materials. The stone the client chose for the lower portion of the surround requires cement board. Above that, we installed a 1/2-inch plywood to be the substrate for either the slatted wall panels or the Baltic birch wood that our client was still deciding on at the time. Plywood, we determined, was a good match for either one of those. For this portion of the job, our scope of work was just to complete the project so it was RTF, or ready to finish. When our client returns from their summer home, we're going to go back and install the finishes that he ultimately chooses. Where we come in as the fireplace company, the Fireplace by Magic Touch, or Magic Touch Mechanical, the reason that we handle every stage of a project like this is about more than just convenience. Napoleon and other manufacturers require that the unit be installed by an authorized installer, and they highly recommend in writing throughout their manuals that an NFI certified contractor is used to protect your warranty and your home. We're both. In Arizona, you need a team that understands how the monsoon is going to impact the roof penetration, how to monsoon proof it, how to manage complex gas routing, and as needed in this case to safely convert a natural gas fireplace to propane. That's why we don't use subcontractors at Magic Touch. I am curious what you would choose if this was your home. Would you go with the modern slats? Would you go with a gorgeous Baltic birch, or would you choose something completely different? Drop me a comment below and subscribe to see the final reveal this fall. If you want to see more of our work, check out some of the fireplace review videos, showroom builds, and other projects right here on this channel. Or you can visit us at fireandairaz.com. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.